Today's the day. I know we've all been waiting for it. What I wanted to do was I wanted to talk about something real quick. It's Prop 16 here in California. Something I referenced. So I'm going to show you a little video clip here. I was able to get it off of the TV finally. So pardon the very crude recording. I didn't get the whole screen in there because I was using a video camera to record it off the television. I had just set the video camera up and let it run for a while and was able to catch the commercial for this proposition that I had referenced a few weeks ago in the video. So check this out.
Let's make this simple. Prop 16 takes on discrimination in California public contracts, employment, and education, and improves affirmative action. So join the people who support Prop 16.
Let me pause it right here real quick now. You're going to see something. They're going to show you who supports this. They're going to say Kamala Harris, and then they show an Asian girl. They show Black Lives Matter, and then some black woman smirking. She's like, yeah. And then the ACLU, and it's some lawyer type guy.
Like Kamala Harris, the co-founders of Black Lives Matter, the ACLU, Gavin Newsom, and more.
So why did they choose to show an Asian girl? Therefore Kamala. I thought she was black this month. She's black this month. Maybe I'm just making assumptions since the Black Lives Matter woman actually was black and they presented the ACLU guy as if he was an attorney. But here's the best part, and this is the part I talked about several weeks ago. The part where they talk about those who are against the proposition, and they are those who are always against it. Check it out.
Against Prop 16, those who always oppose equality.
Isn't that great? Do you see them there with the tiki torches like I said before? I wonder where they got that clip from. I wonder if it was from some old movie or something like that. If somebody knows where that clip is from, let me know. It would be funny, not saying this is true because I have no idea where the clip is from, but it'd be funny if it was from something that was totally unrelated to what they're trying to make it out to be. I'd imagine it's probably from some older movie. It looked like a clip from at least 40 years ago or so. Probably some kind of racially charged movie. Interesting, right?
Vote to level the playing field in California by voting.
So the whole point of this proposition is it goes to other propositions that I've seen in California. I think 15 was another one where the racial component was played up heavily. In that proposition, you had a black woman there. She was saying we had to build our own churches, our own schools, our own this and that. And that's true. At some point in time, that was certainly true. I didn't live during that era, thankfully. I'm certainly glad to be living during the era that I live in, where I didn't have to deal with that kind of stuff, to be forced to one side or another, or to be kind of trained to be hated by one side or to hate another side. I just am fortunate that I was brought up in the era that I was brought up in. But in that proposition commercial, everything goes back to race, racism, and hatred. Just like this commercial here. They're saying to level the playing field, we have to give advantages to certain people. So I voted no on this proposition, and I think a lot of people get it, but we'll see how the vote goes. This political season, as you all know, has been the season of racism, racism, racism at every turn. You cannot escape it. It's just nonstop in the news, the media, everything. And local propositions are no different. I don't know what it's like where you live at. California being as blue and as liberal as it is, that kind of stuff plays up. But when you tell me that you've got something that's supported by Black Lives Matter, Kamala Harris, the ACLU, Gavin Newsom, and others, as they say, then that's a no-go for me. I think that in California, though, they're trying to throw these names out like everybody's going to be instantly on board, like those individuals have credibility, and they may. Proposition 16 may pass, and we may see affirmative action back here in California. One last piece of the clip.
Yes on Prop 16.
Yes on 16 is responsible for the content of this communication.
Did you see that? Well, pause it right there. Take a look at this screen. All right, when they talk about leveling the playing field, take a close look at all of those boxes and see who's represented by or far and away in disproportionate numbers. Interesting choice, right? They could have at least tried to make it seem like some kind of equality there. We just gotta have some fun with it. Today's the day, everybody. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure that there's a lot of local races that you'll be keeping an eye on. races, right? There are several props here that I'll be keeping an eye on. Prop 16 is one. Prop 22 is another that I'll be keeping an eye on, which is for rideshare drivers here in California. And then obviously the local races. Buckle up, everyone. It's going to be a wild ride for today and the next few days, most likely. All the best, everybody. Thanks for watching. Let's get through it. Let's survive this election day. Oh.